But I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500. I'll turn my camera off. I don't like being told what to do. How would you know without reading it first?
Anything further?
How would you know without reading it first?
Well, sir, we're on trial. You don't file things a moment before a trial and then expect the court to receive it. First of all, we didn't receive it. But in any event, sir, I've already made my ruling. Do you have, sir? I'm not going to argue with you. The matter that is disposed of. You can address it on appeal. That's why we're here today, is to argue. Sir,
now, listen,
sir, you can address it on appeal.
You want to get out of this so bad. You don't even want to fight with me on this, or what?
I don't want to fight with you at all.
This sovereign citizen got pulled over with no license plate and a suspended license, and now he's on Zoom acting like traffic court is beneath him. He won't state his name, claims he represents his corporate fiction, and keeps challenging jurisdiction like it's a cheat code. And like, just for some context, this dude's case has been pending since 2022. So yeah, let's dive in here.
Mr. Gonzalez, this is Judge Belarjan. I'm calling from the 57th District Court. We saw that you were trying to log in to the courtroom, well, that you were in the courtroom, but then you disconnected. So we were trying to reach out to you so that we could connect with you via telephone. Please reconnect to the courtroom immediately and we can proceed. All right, let's go on the record in the matter of the People's State of Michigan versus Fernando Gonzalez, file 221744ST. Let's have appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Duffield to the people of the state of Michigan.
Mr. Gonzalez, state your name, please. Mr. Gonzalez is choosing not to identify himself on the record, so we're just going to be proceeding. I do note that Mr. Gonzalez had a motion for dismissal. I presumed he wished to verbally argue it, although I have reviewed the motion. Do you have any response to Mr. Gonzalez's motion?
Your Honor, at this point, I would ask that the motion be denied and that the defense trial proceed accordingly.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you wish to make any further statement beyond your written motion? Choosing not to respond. I have reviewed the motion and note that there's no basis in law for the motion for dismissal in this matter. All of the arguments are specious, and I will deny the motion for dismissal. Proceeding now. Send the text and ask him to call us by telephone. My court reporter advised that Mr. Gonzalez had sent a text that he was not able to get his mic working, so I'm going to back proceedings up a little bit to accommodate that if you would choose.
Your Honor, while Mr. Gonzalez reconnects, the people have one proposed exhibit. When I get it marked.
Sure, you respond.
No.
Let's try calling him again once you get done marking that. Tell him to disconnect and connect again.
I keep getting hung up on no cell service and I'm using Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you. Very good. All right, state your name for the record.
My name is Fernando Gonzalez, living man.
Very good. And we already have an appearance of Mr. Duffield.
The exact same name.
In regard to the matter for motion to dismiss, Mr. Gonzalez.
Your Honor.
I did hear you identify yourself as Fernando Gonzalez. Thank you. Please proceed with your motion for dismissal.
I'm here representing my corporate fiction of the same name, and I'm here to motion.
But you're here as you're here as Fernando Gonzalez, because if you're not here as Fernando Gonzalez, I will have to issue a bench warrant for Fernando Gonzalez.
He's telling the judge he can't represent himself because he's technically a separate corporate entity. I just think it's so funny how the judge just sits there letting him finish like he's heard the script 1,000 times. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is no secret legal loophole hiding in capital letters. It's just a guy trying to out-talk a ticket. And like, the longer this dude explains it, the worse it sounds. This isn't advanced law, it's YouTube law school at its best.
You and I both know I'm representing my corporate fiction, the all caps name.
You cannot do that. You cannot represent a party other than yourself, sir.
Well, then we got a problem.
You and I both know that. So
no,
proceeding as Fernando Gonzalez,
if
do you wish to address your motion first? Do you wish to address your motion for dismissal?
Yeah, I would like to challenge
Please do
jurisdiction
so.
like you didn't. I'm here by special appearance to challenge jurisdiction and motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. I've all but trademarked my corporate fiction name. We're going to just have to do this again in 6 months once it's trademarked.
Well, that's not true. Your motion is dismissed and denied because it is not based on any actual recognized legal basis. So in regard to the trial,
I object to that.
Okay,
I
that's
object to
fine.
that
You can
strongly.
object. And upon receipt of your judgment, you can go ahead and file an appeal on that if you so choose. But we are proceeding. Mr. Duffield.
Thank you. I would call Deputy Louise Hempston to the stand. Your Honor, would you like me to approach the podium or may I stay at the table through the duration of questioning?
You can remain at the table.
There's no copy of my.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Have a seat. State your name. Spell it for the record.
Is Hempston, Hempston.
Very good. Please proceed.
Deputy Hempston, where are you currently employed?
Allen County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been employed at that?
Almost 5 years.
And what are your job duties entail?
Road patrol for the Sheriff's Office.
Do you recall making a traffic stop with Mr. Fernando Gonzalez? I believe it was June of 2022.
Yes, June 26, 2020.
And do you know where this traffic stop was located?
It was on the northbound 131 on the 66 mile marker. It would have been in the Wayland Lane Township.
And what was the nature of the stop? Why did you initiate a stop?
I observed a vehicle traveling in front of me. It was going northbound. I was also going northbound. The vehicle did not have a license plate registration attached to it, I could see.
And so you initiated the traffic stop at that point?
Yes, sir.
Did you make contact with the driver of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did you ask the driver for their license and registration?
Yes, I did.
Did the driver provide you such documentation?
He
I gotta object.
And that's he.
What is your objection?
He's labeling me a driver when he has no proof that I was transporting goods, services, or passengers for hire.
Your objection's overruled. Please proceed.
Oh, and then he objects to being called a driver because he wasn't transporting goods for hire. That argument dies in court every single time. He was behind the wheel on a public road with a suspended license. That's it. No wordplay changes that. The judge shuts it down like it's routine here.
Again, did he provide any the documentation that you requested?
When I asked for them, he said that he did not have them, and then he told me he wasn't driving, he was traveling.
Do you recall what type of vehicle the individual was in?
It was a silver Ford, I believe it was a Focus.
To your knowledge, is that a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to identify the driver in some capacity? In some way?
Yes, I was. There was some legal documents that the driver would not identify himself, and I attempted to look at the VIN plate on the front dashboard and the front windshield, which subscribed by some paperwork. That paperwork were legal documents and identified a person's name and also identified an address. I used that address and that name using me to come up with a name and a picture that identified the same person as was driving the vehicle.
And did you, when that was pulled up in your law enforcement information network, did that include information on whether the individual had a valid driver's license?
Send operator status was denied suspended. So
Did you inform the operator of the vehicle about this?
yes,
All right. And then was the individual whose name you read and who law enforcement information network provided you the information, was that individual Fernando Gonzalez?
yes.
Your Honor, does the defendant have the, at this point I would ask if the defendant had the capability to turn on his video camera so that the witness would be able to verify whether the person present is or is not that.
Mr. Gonzalez, turn on your camera, please.
Is it on? Can you see me?
No, you have it turned off, actually.
Well, it says it's on my end, but I don't see myself.
But you probably,
How's that?
there you go. There you go. Yep.
If you were to see this individual again, would you be able to recognize him?
Yes.
All right. Do you see that? If you see that person in the courtroom or on
Can I see
Zoom?
that?
If you were to see that person in the courtroom or on Zoom, please identify them and point out
Yes.
the things that they
Mr. Gonzalez, thank you for turning your camera on. If you don't wish to keep it on, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I usually like to be looking at the person I'm dealing with in court, but I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500.
Well, then you can either take your hat off or be held in contempt of court, or you can turn your camera off. One or the other.
The $500 to remove the hat thing is so wild. I honestly kind of laughed just because of how stupid that was. He's bartering over courtroom decorum like he's invoicing the court. Like, buddy, you're literally on trial right now, not negotiating a contract. And the judge gives him options and he still turns it into a debate. Like, it's just stubborn for no reason here. Just take the hat off and handle your case like a man.
I'll turn my camera off. I don't like being told what to do.
Okay, very good.
May the record reflect that.
He did identify, yes.
And so you said that this traffic stop occurred northbound US 131 near the 66-mile marker?
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge, is that within the borders of Allegan County
Yes, sir.
in the state of Michigan?
Yes, sir.
And US 131, is that a limited access highway?
Yes, it is.
At this point, Your Honor, I would ask to move to admit the People's Marked Exhibit 1 under MCL 257.204A, given that it is a record kept by the Secretary of State in compliance with that statute and is a certified copy of such, if I may approach.
You may.
For the record, I would state that I emailed a copy of this document to the defendant at the email address I had on file approximately 25 minutes prior to the start of the trial time.
All right. Any objection to the exhibit, Mr. Gonzalez? No objection, it's admitted. Anything further?
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this point. Thank you.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any questions? Mr. Gonzalez appears not to have any questions. He's muted himself, so you may step down.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I do have a question.
all right.
How did we get this far without establishing jurisdiction?
This jurisdiction is established by the Michigan Constitution, and
Did you get the paperwork that
duly
I sent?
recognized court of the state. I've already ruled on that motion, sir. If you wish to address it on appeal, you're welcome to do so. We do have a jurisdiction. Any further questions
You don't
of this
have jurisdiction.
witness? Of this witness, do you have any questions of the witness?
Of this witness? No, I don't think I do, other than
All right.
who's
Please step down.
the injured party here? I mean, I would like to cross-examine the injured party, not the police officer that wrote the ticket.
Dude, this guy's actually kind of making me laugh right now. But just because of how stupid he is. Like, asking to cross-examine the injured party in a traffic violation. Like, dude, there is no random victim waiting to testify about a suspended license. It's just hard to know if these people are actually just stupid, or if they're low-key geniuses and just trying to beat the system. Because honestly, this case has been pending since 2022. So honestly, are we the dumb ones, or is this guy? Because it's kind of working for him.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to present, Mr. Gonzalez?
I would like to present the documents that I emailed you earlier with.
We've already
my-
established
my
your
clear
motion
request.
for dismissal has been denied.
What
If
about
you
the
wish to
other
address
stuff
that on
that-
appeal, if you wish to address that on appeal, you're welcome to do so. I did receive your lien notice. I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. So anything
Well,
else
which-
you'd like to present to the court?
Which question did you have on the document?
I don't have any questions on it.
Well,
It
if
is
you don't know
meaningless to
what
me.
that document is, then maybe we should.
Well, the document,
pause for a
sir,
minute and
the
figure it
reason,
out, because
well,
You're
I can
fishing
tell you
for
this,
jurisdiction when you don't
Sir.
have any.
sir,
And
sir.
Your Honor,
The document,
we can't
the
proceed. We
document.
can't proceed without jurisdiction.
All right, I have an idea, sir. You don't interrupt me, and I'll try not to interrupt you. So go ahead and make, if you've indicated that you didn't have any questions, and that's fine. I told you the reason that in regard to that, the notice of lien you sent, it's a meaningless document from a legal point of view, all right? Anything
Okay.
else you'd
I
like
don't
to
agree.
establish on the record?
Yeah, what about my
Okay,
FOIA
he has
request?
nothing further? You wish
Yes,
to
I
sum
do.
up any arguments you have?
I object.
Mr. Duffield.
You're not letting me proceed. You're not letting me defend
Sir,
myself.
you're not proceeding. You keep saying you want a motion for dismissal, but I've already
didn't say that.
directed that
Yeah,
that
I
is
said it
denied.
once, But I asked you, did you read the FOIA request that I just sent you a while back?
Sir, no, I did not read a FOIA request because I haven't received. So I can
I
tell
sent
you,
one.
and not only that, that would be irrelevant to this proceeding.
How would
In
you
any
know
event.
without
So,
reading it
Mr.
first?
Anything further?
How would you know without reading it first?
Because a FOIA request in regard to this matter, we are talking about a motion, a trial for driving with license suspended. Do you have anything pertinent to that in regard to this trial?
Yeah, the FOIA request that I sent you. Pretty much takes
Anything
me out
other
of
than
your
that?
jurisdiction.
Sir, I am deeming that to be irrelevant. You can take that
Without
up on
reading it
appeal as
first?
well.
Without
You can take
reading
that
it
up on
first,
appeal
really?
as well. Well,
So
sir, you don't file things a moment before a trial and then expect the court to receive it. First of all, we didn't receive it. But in any event, sir, I've already
Well, I
made my
never
ruling.
even-
Do you
I never
sir,
can-
I'm not going to argue with you. The matter is that is disposed of. You can address it on
That's
appeal.
why we're here
Anything-
today, is to argue.
Sir,
Now, listen to
sir,
me.
you can
Your
address
Honor.
it on appeal.
Your
You can
Honor.
address it on appeal, sir.
You want to get out of this so bad, you don't even want to fight with me on this, or what? You're
I
just
don't
gonna
want to fight
ignore
with
me?
you at all because that's nonsense. I don't want to fight with you. I have nothing against you, sir. I'm just asking you to proceed with pertinent information.
Well, how would you know if something's pertinent if you don't look
Okay,
at it?
that's enough. All right. Any arguments in summation, Mr. Duffield?
Your Honor, my office's obligation is to prove the elements of this crime, each one beyond a reasonable doubt. The elements being that first, that the defendant operated a motor vehicle, which is defined under MCL 25733 as a vehicle that is self-propelled. I believe based on the testimony that the vehicle at issue in this case meets such a definition. Second, that the defendant was the one who operated that vehicle on a highway, US 131 being a limited access freeway with a 66-mile marker. I believe
I object.
Is the only testimony and evidence compels that conclusion. And third, that at the time that the at the time of the travel, of the driving, the defendant's operator's license was suspended or revoked. We've heard testimony from the deputy that she cross-checked using the law enforcement information network, which showed that the defendant had a suspended or revoked license. Further, we have since procured a copy of the Secretary of State certified driving record that the Secretary of State maintains by statute, which also shows that it has been suspended. So I believe we've met all of the elements of the crime beyond a reasonable doubt, and I would ask that the court find such. Thank you.
Any argument pertinent to the case, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yeah, I thought this case was squashed a long time ago, or else I would have prepared for trial, which I never even consented to last time I challenged jurisdiction. I should get more time to defend myself if this case is going to be going forward without me being able to defend myself. That's not fair. I thought this case was squashed the moment I sent that ticket back with all rights reserved.
Well, that's
With 72
nonsense,
hours,
and, so that is
there's nothing
you've
to
known
base
this
that on
case has
other than
been
your-
pending. This case has actually been pending since 2022.
That's not my fault.
2.5 years fighting something that could have been wrapped up in one afternoon. Instead of fixing the license and paying the fine, he made it a personal crusade.
Here,
I rescinded
that is
ticket
indeed your.
72 hours.
In any
So
event,
your guys'
I do find that the people have proven their case
Honor-
beyond a reasonable doubt. Please, Ms. Card, go ahead and. Well, okay, he stopped. I do find that he's guilty in this matter. Fines are $250. State costs $50. Court costs $200. Crime victim right fee of $75.
You don't have my consent on any of this.
And $150 in bench warrant fees.
And I want my bail back too.
That would be then a total of $725, and I'll give you 90 days to take care of that.
That's
Is there
not gonna
bond?
happen.
Is there actually bond that's been posted? We have $300 bond. We'll apply bond,
I object to that.
and we're applying it.
For a victimless crime, that's,
And remaining balance of $425 is due within 90 days. We're all set. We're going to mail out the judgment to you, sir. If you wish to appeal, you're welcome to do so.
thanks.
Exhibit, Judge,
I'm sorry?
exhibit.
The exhibit's returned to the prosecutor. Court's adjourned.
The judge let him talk, stayed calm, and then found him guilty like he was always going to. All the sovereign citizen speeches didn't change a single outcome. The case ended exactly where it started, with a suspended license and fines. Some people really think if they argue long enough, reality bends. Court just doesn't work like that. It pretty much just applies the law and moves on. Would you guys ever represent yourself like that, or just handle the ticket and be done with it? I'm sure I got at least one sovereign citizen watching this video right now, so let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always,